No traen regalos, solo el ultimátum de Hulagu Khan.
You will submit to the will of the great Khan, or your city will burn until the sky turns black with smoke.
Exigen la sumisión absoluta del sultán Qutuz.
The great Khan's seal was not merely ink and wax. It was a promise of fire and ruin.
Hemos destruido grandes ejércitos y arrasado vastas tierras.
Ríndanse antes de que el fuego consuma su ciudad. Era una sentencia de muerte para el último bastión. El mundo islámico esperaba su fin.
Designation: Pangaea.
A slave turned sultan, forged in war.
Again! It's broken!
Ahora, el destino le ofrecía una elección. Rule as a slave king, or die as a free man. Qutuz chose war. Su horda había borrado el califato abasí. Their libraries burned, their rivers black with ink and blood. The Mongols did not just conquer.
Forward to the heart of the city! We ride for the great Khan!
Alepo era un montón de ruinas.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la...
Egipto.
The Mamluk Sultanate was the last line of defense.
Si el Cairo caía, Nada detendría a la horda.
The theater of war was not just a region. It was the last bastion between the Mongol Empire and the end of the known world.
El sultán Qutuz miró el mapa.
No vio fronteras.
No esperaría el asedio.
Forward, sons of the Khan!
Move the right flank across the river by dawn. The cavalry reserve will circle the forest. Show no mercy.
Los mamelucos no eran un ejército feudal de campesinos.
Wear this armor with the courage of a Mamluk.
I accept this honor and pledge my life to the Sultan.
Again, lower your stance. Do not stop until I say so.
Attack! Leave no survivors!
They were steppe horsemen, but with the discipline of a professional army.
Allahu Akbar! Charge forward! Hold the line! Advance flanks! Now!
Era su táctica más letal.
Qutuz and his general, Baybars, knew it.
Hold the line!
Y habían construido una contramáquina.
The decision was immediate.
I see the fear in your eyes, but we must be resolute. If Cairo falls, Islam falls. We ride north immediately. By the grace of God, resist, and your city will be reduced to ash. Every man, woman, and child shall... The city is yours, Sultan. We surrender. Do not let them destroy us. Have mercy on the people.
Qutuz se puso de pie.
No dio un discurso.
Dio una orden. You dogs dare challenge the Golden Horde! Your pathetic kingdom will fall!
Retirada.
But Qutuz faced a strategic problem. He left behind an occupation force.
This is where we break them. Move the cavalry to the river by dawn.
As dawn broke over the Levant, Kitbuqa, the Mongol general, turned his...
Kitbuqa era un veterano, un genio táctico.
To leave Cairo defenseless to march north. He advanced into Palestine, into enemy territory.
No buscaba una batalla defensiva.
Lo encontró en un valle cerca de Nazaret.
Qutuz would hide his main army in the wooded hills. The fate of the world would depend on a trap.
The sun was rising over the valley.
To the valley! Kill them all!
His scouts reported a small Mamluk force.
A vanguard! Weak and ready to be crushed! Sultanate or Islam! Charge! Allahu Akbar!
Baybars charged, briefly engaged, and then ordered the retreat.
Retreat! Fall back! They follow us into the trap!
Charge!
They pursued Baybars directly into the valley, towards the silent hills. Against the dust of the Mongol horde, the commander raised his hand. This was the signal for Ain Jalut.
Allahu Akbar! Charge! La tierra misma explotó! Desde tres lados, la caballería pesada mameluca cargó colina abajo.
Charge forward! Destroy them!
Hold the line! Archers ready! La trampa se había cerrado, pero la batalla apenas comenzaba.
They formed ranks and counterattacked with terrifying discipline.
Run! Save yourselves! They are everywhere! Oh, Islam! God is great! Attack! To me, Mamluks! For the glory of Cairo! For the Sultan!
The Mamluks, heavier and better armored, crushed the Mongol horde in brutal, close-quarters combat.
I am El Comandante! You will never defeat the horde!
La batalla de Ain Jalut had ended.
El mito se hizo añicos.
Victory! The enemy is routed!
The Mamluks won. It is a miracle.
They are weak! We must rise up!
Attack! For Aleppo! Show them no mercy! The gates are ours! We have won!
Damasco fue liberada.
salvó al Islam de la extinción.
Salvó a Egipto de la aniquilación y al norte de África de la invasión.
Estableció al sultanato mameluco como el poder dominante en el Medio Oriente por los siguientes 200 años.
He would not live to see it.
En el viaje de regreso a El Cairo, fue asesinado.
Assassinated by the very man who had been his bait.
It was proof that no empire lasts forever.
The audacity of executing the messengers.
The strategy was brilliant. Baybars used a feigned retreat as bait, luring the enemy into the valley.
Y el coraje de cargar cuando su línea se rompía.
Ain Jalut is the story of how an army of slaves taught the world that giants can fall.
Onward, my mamelucos! God is the greatest!